got our systems in place, dialed in our units, we've got our team built, and now we're about to tackle 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. Kicking off 2026 by looking back at 2025. Joining me today, Ricky Molla, our operations manager, and Taylor O'Brien, our GM. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
Thanks for having us, Dusty.
Do we say welcome back?
Welcome back. So what do you say, guys? Ready to dive in on this?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
A few highlights right now is being our first full operational year. We had a lot of accomplishments, and I think the first one goes to the guys in the field, and that's safety. We had a full year with a 0 TIR and a 0 DART, which was definitely our main target for this year. And, operating at a small level, bringing on 17 people that we did throughout the year, trained them up, promoted a couple. So that was very successful with us, and that came with the training program. We had up north of 50,000 working hours, had that performance on the safety side to where that didn't happen by accident. That was a direct benefit of the people buying into the system and technology itself. Proud accomplishment there.
And I know going forward in 2026, we're going to do even better. Do you want to talk a little bit about some Utica work that we did in 2025?
Yeah, so in 2025 was our first actual time getting into the Utica and operating hydraulic equipment. We had a very high success rate on the last pad. As far as consumable goes, we turned the wells in production in 10 days, which is half the time that a normal Utica well takes. So the success, the training, it's all there. Collaborating with Boresight and getting into the tank sensors, pressure transducers, that's a huge help as well. I think so far in 2025, our strides, obviously was on the safety side, but honestly the technology that we incorporated inside of the equipment that already exists.
We've really evolved our manufacturing process. We started some new builds in-house.
So this was our first time really taking control of this. It not only was a cost savings, but it was helping everyone internally inside of Depot and AutoSep actually learn how the vessel works and how to put it together. And it was a very methodical process. Also evolves us into a different market.
So I think a big part of 2025 was taking technology. We had a great piece of tech. We knew that coming into the year, but actually scaling it and turning it from a piece of technology into a business. And that's what we focused a lot on in 25 was fine-tuning our processes, fine-tuning our SOPs, getting all these procedures in place for taking care of this equipment. But that technology is only as good as how you take care of it. So getting maintenance programs in place, making sure that this equipment is being cared for properly so that we can continue to grow the business was a huge push for us.
Just that piece of the puzzle is a huge undertaking as a team.
Absolutely. And part of what we were trying to build this year was getting our data right. We talk a lot about data and being able to use it for good and to be able to use it to improve efficiency. But what we know and what we've learned on the deep well and the Boresight side is that data is only as good as the quality of it. So
Absolutely.
A lot of what we're doing in tracking and KPI targets and making sure everything is there so that we can understand that data, we have to make sure that it's right and that it's being captured properly. So a lot of emphasis on data quality, a lot of emphasis on quality of work, making sure that guys in the field are documenting the way they're supposed to be is the foundation for what we're trying to build.
And that leads us into one of our new products, at least as far as internally for AutoSep, is we're using a Power BI dashboard now to capture all of our KPIs.
I think what's great about the startup that we are is that we built around the infrastructure that Deepwell has given us. So we have a lot of tools already built in at our fingertips. And part of that is a full Power BI team who can build out dashboards with all the information that we have so that we can analyze KPIs, we can track trends, we can follow everything from personnel hours, we can tell you who was on what location, if they've worked too many hours, if they haven't worked enough, how many days off they've had. So being able to piggyback off of that Power BI team has really made this group able to scale quickly even though we're not a large team.
What a huge tool for our clients. I don't think there's another flowback company in the business that is able to do that like we are.
I'm really excited to see in 2026 what we can do with it. So if you think about it, 2025 was laying the groundwork, getting everything set up and right. This year is when we actually capitalize on all that information and can quantify it to our customers and can really make something actionable from it.
Speaking of customers and clients, signed 3 new MSAs last year. Ricky, you want to talk about our new clients and how we're moving forward with them?
In our first year with our clientele, getting people to buy into the technology, buying into the red zone exposure, buying into everything that AutoSep brings. We can't have that without the team that we really have. Getting 3 MSAs signed by the end of the year, growing partnerships with, say, Expand, the Kateras, and Tiburons was definitely a big stretch for us and definitely something I'm really proud of. I think like Taylor laid it out perfectly, the foundation's pretty much built.
No doubt about it. 2025 was a great year. 2026 is going to kick ass. Taylor, Ricky, thanks for joining me as always. If you want to learn more about AutoSep Technologies, you can look at us at autoseptech.com or you can email info@autoseptech.com. Cheers to 2026.